So we're just going to build on a little bit more each week. We'll still keep it pretty simple so people can just join in. Okay, so we're going to start from a seated posture, easy pose. So you can just cross your legs. Don't worry if your knees are up, different to mine. Just try to really settle into the mat with the sit bones, lengthen through the spine. You can rest the palms down on your hands on your knees. And just bring your attention to your breath. So slowly inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Aim to take your breath maybe on a count to 4. So with each inhalation, lengthen through the spine, expand your belly, your chest. Relax the shoulders down, and then as you exhale, maintain the length in your spine, bringing the navel towards your spine slightly, so contracting your abdomen. So let's just breathe like this for a few more moments. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, relax the shoulders down. As you continue to breathe, you can place one hand on your chest and one on your abdomen. Just try to connect with your breath as you inhale. Feel the belly expanding, the air moving through your diaphragm, entering the lower rib cage and the chest. And then as you exhale, feel the air coming down through your diaphragm, right to your lower belly. You can even close your eyes and try to visualize the breath. And then bring the palms together in front of your heart center. So press the palms together, separate your fingers, bring the elbows to the side. Keep the length in your spine. Then inhale and raise your arms. Interlace your fingers, press them up. Keep lengthening through your spine. And then just lower your arms, straight arms down in front of your chest. Keep the spine nice and long. And just find a spot with your hands in front of you extended where you can really feel the stretch. And then raise your arms again, straight arms as you look up. And then bend your elbows, bring the hands in the back of your neck, open the elbows, lift the chest. And then slowly look down, so the lengthen through the back of your neck. Try not to apply too much pressure, just work with the gravity, looking down. And then slowly lift the head, release your arms. Roll the shoulders up and back. And then just slowly make your way to a tabletop position. Spread your fingers and place them straight down from the shoulders. Keep your knees hip apart. Inhale, hollow your back and look up. Tailbone pointed down, lift the chest. As you exhale, press with the palms of your hands, arching your back, tuck your tailbone in, chin towards the chest. Bring your abdomen in towards the spine. Inhale to a cow pose, so hollow your back, lift the chest, and then exhale, arch your back. Inhale one more time, hollow your back, and then exhale, arch your back, pressing for the palms of your hands, tuck your tailbone in, chin to chest, navel towards your spine. Return the spine back to neutral. Walk your hands forward. Keep your hands shoulder width apart. Keep the hips over your knees, stack over your knees. Come to your forearms, stretching the spine, opening through the shoulders, the chest. Maybe stay as you are on your forearms. So this is really good for opening the chest, upper back, or maybe some of you can even place the forehead down and maybe extend the arms straight, but don't force anything, just work with your body. Stretching through the shoulders, opening through the chest. Nice long spine. And then slowly walk your hands back, press with the palms of your hands, return back to a tabletop. Spread your fingers, send energy right through your fingertips, so really try to visualize and spreading the fingers to connect with the mat. Keep your knees hip apart, curl your toes under, contract your abdomen, and just lift the knees above the mat, just hover above the mat for a moment. And then slowly release. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, contract your abdomen, bring your belly in towards the spine. So contract all the way around the low back as well the front, the back as well, low back, and the sides, the obliques. And then slowly start lifting, bend knees, lifting the hips, lengthen through the spine, come into a downward dog, lengthening through the spine. Extending, rotating your upper arms, so try not to sink into the limbs, just really lengthen through both arms, sending the shoulder blades in the back of your rib cage. Keep the knees bent, hips lifting, and then from here just slowly start walking your feet, so in slow motion, bringing the knees slowly towards the center, stretching through the back of your leg, reaching back towards the mat with your heels. Don't worry if they don't get there. I'm going to stay in downward dog. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the back of your legs, maybe easing a little bit lower with the heels down towards the mat, but keep the knees bent if your hamstrings are tight. Avoid to arch your back. So send the hips all the way up. Keep your core strong. And then from here we're going to walk forward. Now if this is really difficult for you, so keep bending the knees and walk forward. If you really find it difficult, then you can always come to your knees and then just simply step forward. So try to walk your feet towards your hands, keep bending your knees. So we'll end up in forward bend. Drape the chest over your knees, so keep the knees bent. So there's no pressure on your lower back. Allow your head and neck to rest down. And see if you can just rock your body weight from heels to toes, finding the balance. And then if you're comfortable with it, just try to hold on to the opposite elbow. So draw your arms down towards the mat, heavy arms. Or maybe just introduce a little bit swinging motion from the side to side. Your arms coming from side to side. Then release the arms, drop the arms down, back of your hands down on the mat. Your head and neck is loose. Then using your spine, we're going to use a posture, a ragdoll, lifting the spine one vertebrae by one. So your arms relax down, your neck. So your spine comes rolling up slowly, one vertebrae by one. Knees are bent, slowly coming to standing. Roll the spine, the shoulders still rounded, just coming up to standing, Tadasana. Mountain pose, roll the shoulders up and back. Keep the feet hip apart. Again, rock the body from side to side, from heels to toes. Just find the connection again. All the corners of your feet. Then if your knees are softened for a moment, just straighten your legs so you activate this big muscle running from your knees towards the hip area. Lift the kneecaps, so strong legs. Bring your attention to your abdomen. Bring the abdomen in. Lengthen through the spine. Release the shoulders back down into the pockets. And bring the hands along the side of your body. Lift the chest. Chin parallel towards the mat. Take a moment to breathe into your abdomen if you can. Your tailbone points it right straight down. Then raise your arms and stretch. Upward salute. Place the palms together. Keep the feet hip apart. Strong legs, and just come to a side bend. Keep your belly strong to protect your lower back. Inhale back to the center and then exhale the opposite way. Inhale back to the center. Release your arms. Lift the shoulders, open back. And raise your arms again. Palms of your hands facing forward, slight back bend. Keep your belly strong. Active fingers looking towards the sky, and then exhale, swan dive. Arms wide apart, come to a forward bend. Place your hands in front of your feet, is fine. Soften the knees. As you inhale, lift the chest away from the mat. You can walk your hands through your feet towards the knees. Lift the chest away from the mat, create a nice long spine, and the back of the neck is extension of your spine. And exhale back down to a forward bend. And then reach with your arms to the side. Follow with your heart. Lift the arms all the way up. And then bring the palms of your hands in front of your heart center to a prayer pose. Release your arms. We practiced triangle last week, so let's just follow with the triangle first. We're going to stand wide apart. Your toes pointing forward, strong legs. Let's reach with our arms to the side so your arms are strong but soft. And then just raise them a little bit higher to a Y shape. And then release back to a shoulder level. We're going to face to the right side, so the right foot will point in your knee towards the right side. Now the left heel will kick back slightly, so the toes will edge towards the center of your body, about 45-degree angle. Your arms extended, shoulder level. Be aware of the knee so you don't lock the knee. You can keep it slightly soft. And then we're going to start first with reversing the triangle. So keeping the legs both straight, we're going to bring our back arm to the back of our knee, left arm, raising the right arm straight up, stretching through the torso from the front, and then back with your arms to a shoulder level, and bringing forward to a triangle, placing your hand just maybe below the knee, raising the opposite arm straight up, opening the chest, the most important thing, opening the chest. So the knee can be slightly soft if you're new to a triangle. Inhale, use the core strength, lift the arms and reverse one more time. And then back. Your arms shoulder level. This time we're going to reach forward with the right arm. Stay forward for the moment, so using the core strength. And then come to a triangle pose, placing your hand maybe a little bit lower this time, opening the chest. Keep the arm extended. So we're rather looking straight ahead, so the neck should be in line with the spine. So try not to bring the head down where it's uncomfortable for the neck, so rather look straight ahead. You can look towards your extended arm if it's comfortable. And then lift and release back to your arms at shoulder level. Lift back to the torso, back to center, and then face forward. We're going to do a forward bend in the middle before we work opposite side, the triangle pose. So raise our arms again to a Y shape. If I maybe just turn it sideways. So we're first aiming to come, placing our hands on our waist, lengthen through the spine and bringing the torso just parallel, looking down on the mat. So keep your legs strong, lengthen through the back of your legs, lengthen through the spine. Inhale and reach again with your arms, lengthen through the spine. And this time we come in a little bit lower, so we're aiming to take our hands towards our ankles. So what you can do, you can slide your hands through your legs towards your ankles. Now you can soften the knees a little bit. If your hamstrings are really tight, you can bring elbows to the sides. So we're aiming with each inhalation, we lengthen through the back of our legs, allowing our head and neck to rest down. So your posture could be maybe a little bit higher. Don't worry, your knees can be a little bit more bent if you find it really challenging. And then we're going to inhale, so we can slide our hands through our legs towards our hips. Lift the torso and reach arms again to a Y shape. And then release back to a shoulder level. We're going to face the opposite side, left side for a triangle. So left toes and knee align. The right foot will come slightly forward. So make sure you're comfortable stand so you're not too wide apart. The toes about 45 degrees. Again, extend your arms. Keep the legs strong. So pressing with the foot towards the mat. You can have the knee slightly bent. Avoid locking the knee. We're going to reverse first. So place the right hand on the back of our knee as we reach with our left arm straight up. And then release it back to shoulder level. And then come to a triangle. Place your hand wherever feels right for you, around the knee area, just below. Spin the chest open. Reach with your right arm straight up. Remember the neck aligned with your spine. You can rather look straight ahead, or you could look towards your extended arm. Once you get stronger, the hand can come in front of your leg. A little bit deeper into the posture. And then slowly use the core strength, release your arms, lift the torso back to the center. Reverse one more time. Place the right hand at the back of your leg. And then release your arms and to the center. Then we're going to lengthen and reach to this left foot. And then lower your arm down to extended triangle, raising our opposite arm and making sure we're opening our chest. You can keep your knees slightly bent if it's challenging for you. And then slowly we're going to ease back. Return back to the center, face forward, sweep our arms and stretch one more time. And then release it back down. Step to the front of the mat. Okay, so we're going to try one more new pose. We're going to keep our feet hip apart. We're going to do a chair pose. So feet hip apart. Arms come forward. And then we're going to reach with our hips back as we were trying to sit into imaginary chair. So the Spine is nice and long, reaching back with the hips. Make sure the spine is nice and long and the back of your neck is extension of it. You can raise your arms along the side of your ears. So your posture could be quite gentle. So what we don't want with the knees coming right in front where you can't see your feet. So the hips are reaching back. And then we're going to ease back down to a forward bend, maybe placing our hands in the back of our ankles, knees are bent, chest comes towards our knees. And then we're going to place our hands in front of our feet and come into to the knees, all four, and then to a child's pose. Taking our knees a little bit wider apart, maybe crossing our arms. Just gently swinging the hips from side to side, stretching. And then back to a tabletop, bringing the knees hip apart. Spreading the fingers straight down from the shoulders. Extending the right arm to the side. And maybe then spinning our chest and reaching with our arm. But only do what feels right for you. So maybe if you're just there, that's fine. Try to really lengthen right from the wrist through your arm, through your left arm, spinning the chest open, extending your arm. So if you're able to extend your arm all the way, just create that straight line. And then slowly release it back down. We're going to do this on the opposite side. So left arm will extend to the side. And then maybe reach a little bit higher, so spinning the chest to the opposite side. Lengthen through the right arm. And then slowly back down. Then we're going to step our right leg forward. Frame the leg with your hands. Maybe taking your left knee a little bit further back to open through the hips. Through the left hip flexor. Bringing our hands onto the knee. Tuck the tailbone under, point it down. Make sure the knee is stuck over your heel. Press the hands onto the knee. Lift the chest. And then raise your arms. Palms facing up, raise them up. Lengthen through the spine. Make sure you don't bring your arms too close towards your ears, so create a space. Reach with your arms. Lengthen through the spine as you exhale, contract your abdomen, sinking the hips maybe a little bit deeper. I'm going to release our arms, frame the leg, step the right foot back into a tabletop and bring the left foot forward at 90-degree angle. Maybe taking your right knee a little bit further back to open through the hip. Make sure your knees stack over your heel. Tuck your tailbone in. Lengthen through the spine. Press onto your knee. And then raise your arms. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale and contract your abdomen as you exhale. Deepen a little bit the posture. And then slowly release your arms down. Frame your leg. Take your left leg back onto your knees. Take your hands a little bit further forward. Place your hands just on the edge of the mat and then just lower the hips down through a back bend into your belly for a cobra pose. Keep your feet hip apart. Place your hands underneath the shoulders. Just rest on your chin for the moment. Inhale and lift the chest. Shoulders back down and elbows towards your body. Exhale, back down. Inhale again and lift the chest. You don't have to lift very high, just make sure the shoulders stay down. Anchor the hips down and send the energy right through your legs to the toes. And then exhale, back down. Rest on your forearms for a Sphinx pose. So the elbow will be straight down from the shoulders. Your elbows, your hands shoulder width apart. And then as you inhale, lengthen through the spine. Keep lengthening through the spine, reaching the chest forward, reaching the heart forward, minimizing the pressure on your forearms. Keep lengthening and slightly releasing during the exhalation. Lengthen again. And then release. And then come down your chest. Place your hands underneath the shoulders. Going to lift through a cobra. So inhale and lift the chest. Shoulders back down. So the strength comes from your lower back. If you're really uncomfortable with that, if you've got maybe a back problem, so maybe it's easier for you to come to a Sphinx pose and then ease back. So we're in Cobra. See if you can press with the palms of your hands and peel the body from the mat, keeping the belly strong. Transfer your body weight through the knees. Slowly pressing the hips slowly down towards your heels. So slowly easing down. Walking your hands a little bit further back, so allowing the hips to come down, maybe a little bit lower. Don't worry if that doesn't happen completely. Just allow yourself to rest with the hips down towards the heels. And then maybe cross your arms and rest your forehead on your crossed arms. And then slowly come back to a tabletop. Bring the knee forward and we're just going to spin into the seated posture. Extend through the back of your legs into a seated posture, Dandasana. Place your hands along the side of your body, around the hip area. Lengthen through the spine. If your hamstrings are really tight, then it's probably better just to sit with your knees bent so you have a nice straight lower back. And then you can maybe stretch through the alternative leg to ease down the back of your knees to the mat. Keep lengthening through the spine. And then bend your right knee, bring towards the chest. Sit tall. Keep pressing the knee towards the chest. And then step the knee a little bit further back. You can take the foot across the left leg, around the knee area. Sit tall, bring the chest towards the knee. So the knees across the left leg, around the knee area. Sit tall. Rest the right hand just along the side of your body. Now raise your left arm, lengthen through the spine. Make your way to a twist, rather hugging your outside of your thigh, or just placing your hand on your knee, and make sure your spine is nice and long before you start making a way to the twist. Releasing the right hand just behind you, making sure you don't lock the right shoulder towards the ear. So keep lengthening through the spine. Keep opening the chest to the side, to the right side, as if you were looking over your right shoulder. And then slowly release it back. Place your knee to the side. Bring the right foot to inside of your thigh. Don't worry if the knee doesn't reach down towards the floor. Keep the left knee maybe slightly bent if your hamstrings are tight. Lengthen through the spine as you reach, and then just fold down from your hips to place your hands maybe along this both sides of your leg. Maybe come to your forearms. So keep the chest lifted, just folding from the hips. And then slowly walk your hands back, extend the leg. Bring the left knee towards the chest, press towards the chest, sit tall. So again, your right leg, your knee can be slightly bent. Keep lifting the chest and pressing the knee towards the chest. And then again, we're going to step the left foot across the right knee on the outside, lengthen through the spine. Just rest the left hand first to the side as you raise your right arm. Keep lengthening through the spine and rather hug your outside of your left thigh, or just place your hand on the outside of your knee and then just keep spinning the chest to the left side, easing your left hand just to the side as if you were looking over your left shoulder. With each inhalation, just make a slight adjustment maybe. And then slowly come out. Bring the left foot towards the inside of your right thigh, allowing your left knee to rest towards the mat. Maybe soften the right knee so you can sit nice and tall with your lower back nice and flat. Raise your arms and fold from your hips, coming to a forward bend. Frame your foot with your hands, maybe around the shin area. Don't have to come too far if it's not for you. Keep the chest lifted, maybe rest on your forearms. With each exhalation, just slightly deepen into the posture maybe. And then slowly walk your hands back to release from the pose. Extend your legs forward, give them a shake. Circle or point your feet, your toes. Come to your back for a bridge pose. Place the feet down from your knees and keep your feet hip apart. Try not to bring the feet too close. As you lift the hips, there will be too much pressure on your knees, or too far, and then you will have pressure on the lower back. So try to keep it straight down. Arms extend along the side of your body. With the next inhalation, just start lifting the tailbone, lifting the hips, pressing through your feet. Lift the hips to a bridge pose, support with your arms extended. And the back of your neck is nice and long, so bringing the chin slightly towards the chest. And just slowly start releasing down, starting from your upper back. Bring the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae, down towards the mat, through the middle of your back, as the hips are coming down last. Bring the knees towards the chest. Wrap around your arms, around your knees, and gently sway from side to side. And then slowly extend the left leg all the way back down. Or you can keep the knees slightly bent, pressing the right knee towards the chest. Extend your right arm away from your body with your left placed on the outside of your knee and take it across the body to a twist. Keep the right arm and shoulder down and look towards your extended arm. And then slowly bring the knee back to the center. Press the knee towards the chest. And maybe lift the upper chest, bringing the forehead towards your knee, contracting your abdomen. And then slowly extending your leg, bringing the left knee towards the chest. Press towards the chest, pressing the hip towards the mat, maybe keeping the knee slightly bent, the right knee, if you find it really difficult to extend. And then extend your left arm away from your body with the palm of your hand down or up, whichever feels right for you. Take your right hand on the outside of your knee. Apply a bit of pressure and come to the twist. Keep the left arm and shoulder down and look towards the extended arm. Keep your hand on the outside of your knee, applying a little bit of pressure to stay in a twist. And then slowly release the knee back to the center. Bring the knee again towards the chest and just lift. Bring the forehead towards your knee. And then slowly release. Extend the legs. Maybe bring them for a moment into feet together, into reclining cobbler's pose. So soles of your feet together on a mat. Bringing your knees, just allow them to drop with gravity. And bringing the feet to wherever it feels right for you, rather closer towards your body or slightly away. You can place your hands on your abdomen and just connect with your breath. With each inhalation, feel the belly expanding. And then with exhalation, hollowing down. Inhale again. And slowly exhale. Then bring your knees together and extend your legs all the way back down to a corpse posture, Shavasana. Taking your feet a little bit wider apart than your hips, allowing your feet and thighs gently roll out with gravity. Lifting the hips and just adjusting, making yourself comfortable on the mat, lifting your arms and placing them along the side of your body, palms of your hands facing up. Take a nice deep breath, and you can exhale through your open mouth. Let go of any tension. And then bring your attention to your right leg. Tense, maybe lift an inch or so from the floor, and then release. Tense your left leg, lift, and then release. Bring the tension towards the hips. Now clench your buttocks and maybe lift the hips slightly. and then release. Bring the tension along the spine, press the shoulders down, puff up the chest, tighten your abdomen. Then exhale and release. Shrug the shoulders towards your ears and then release them back down towards the hips. Make fists with your hands. Maybe lift, tense, and then release. Tense your facial muscles. Make a small face and then release. Keep your eyes closed and scan your body for any tension. And then release. And gently sway your head from side to side. Bring your attention to your breath. Slowly allow yourself to inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. You can stay in this resting posture as long as you need to. You can slowly start, bring some movement to your fingers, maybe your feet, or maybe stretch. You can rebend your knees slightly towards the chest and just roll onto the right side with your knees bent into fetus position, just for a moment to contemplate the practice. And then slowly, as you support yourself with your left hand pressing to the mat, to the floor, allow yourself to make your way to an easy pose with your legs crossed. You can try to keep your eyes closed. Bring your palms in front of the heart center to a prayer pose. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale. And then exhale. Namaste.